Hello guys, welcome again. So thank you for joining. I'm sorry, but I'm changing my setup. Well, actually, I bought my screens around 8 years ago, so it was time to change my setup. Now, actually, I'm very happy. It's looking much better right now. So, well, Bitcoin as expected, right? Bitcoin is dumping, as you can see. I'm very happy with the results. Actually, I think the market has been so generous. So I'm very happy about it. So why I'm very happy? Well, because first of all, remember what my projection was. What I said before, right? Let me explain to you first. Um, Last week I said, okay, Bitcoin. Technically speaking, Bitcoin fired a buy signal here, as you can see here, around 105, $106,000, and after that, Bitcoin was pumping, right? But I said, okay, I am looking for potentially another test to 120 only if Bitcoin actually is a, it keeps pumping, right? But instead, Bitcoin was just in sideways here, just wasting time, right? So what I said to you, hey, be careful here because if we see Bitcoin in sideways here for maybe a few days more, what is going to happen? Well, you will see a sell signal. And after the sell signal, you will see a major crash, another test to maybe 107, 106, and of course, after that, 100K. So, what happened after that? Well, as you can see here, Bitcoin was here and around crossing the seller line the weekend. In my case, I decided to open a short position around 112, $113,000, and my first short position was here, and I closed my position here from 113 to $107,000 in 4-hour chart. And after that, in the next 4-hour chart here, in this bounce, in the weekend 111, I opened another short position here in 4-hour chart. And this 4-hour chart was the trigger of this sell signal in 1-day chart, as you can see here. And of course, this one, without volume, right? Without volume to support any more Bitcoin. Of course, it was I said actually in my private channels, actually there's a very high probability to see Bitcoin crashing all the way down to 100K. Now, what is next, right? Bitcoin is gonna crash. Well, I have very good news for you. First of all, no financial advice, but this is the area where we want to buy. Yeah, I know. Right now, YouTubers, oh my God, Bitcoin will crash to zero. Yeah. But we follow a system, right? The system is very simple. Bitcoin is trending to the upside, right? It's trending to the upside. And every time since 2024, every time when Bitcoin is testing the ME55 is the buy opportunity here, okay? Now, I am bullish here. Yes, of course I am bullish. Why? Because Bitcoin is crossing the sell line here in curve, in momentum, plus Bitcoin is testing the ME55, right? So as long as Bitcoin is holding the ME55 again, maybe one week, I think so, 1 week, couple weeks, yeah, I am bullish here looking for a potential buy signal in weekly chart. Now, be careful with this. Bitcoin could actually trigger, this could be a fake out. Why? Because for first time, it depends on the close of this week, okay? So if you're bullish here, we want to see Bitcoin pumping right now, bouncing here from 100K to 105, $106,000 right now. Because if we see Bitcoin closing around 100K, 99, 98, this weekend, Bitcoin officially is breaking the seller line right now, or testing right now, right? The seller line. Historically speaking, every time when Bitcoin is doing something like this and closing below there is where the bear market starts, okay? If we see the past, what happened in the past? Let me show you here. We have this breakdown here. We have this breakdown here, okay? And also if we go here, we can see the last breakdown. We have this breakdown here. So let me show you what happened with Bitcoin. After Bitcoin crash, broke the seller line here in OBB, the market crashed after 6 months or 1 year, 75%. And here, of course, from $6,000 to $3,000, around 60%. And here, from 49, 50K, around there, to the bottom, around 60%. So you don't want to see that, right? We don't want to see that. We want to see Bitcoin actually keep pumping, right? So right now, the momentum is doing very well. Bitcoin, technically speaking, in weekly chart, in momentum is doing very well. It's following the trend still, right? But what we don't want to see is actually Bitcoin closing below the moving average MA55. If you see a candle, something like this week, right? Something like this, and this one is totally red, like this. Technically speaking, that is something we don't want, because when Bitcoin breaks the MA100, MA55, sorry, here, usually it's gonna find support in MA100, but the bounce here, usually Bitcoin likes to stay in sideways here, and after that, continuation, another leg down, around maybe 60% around that. So be careful here. I am bullish, yes. I am in long position. Let me tell you something. I am in long position. I open a long position exactly at, let me check right now. I open a long position. My position right now is at $99,000 300. My position is here. Here, 1990, yeah, here. This is my position. I protected my position. I am now a 5x. I am 10% up right now. So actually, I'm very happy. I'm very happy with the results. So, of why I'm in long position here, because it's an obvious support. I told you before, right? Long time ago, actually, I said, hey, Bitcoin will potentially hit 100K. And actually, here is where the volume profile, all this area is a major support, right? So that's why the MA55 here plus the volume profile is here. So of course, I'm expecting a bounce. Now, the question is, weekly close. We have to see Bitcoin not just only closing above 100K. We want to see Bitcoin bouncing here, right, to 105, 106, and closing like a big week. Let me show you here an example. We want to see Bitcoin closing like this week. Massive week here, massive week, or something like this. Okay, we want to see Bitcoin closing this week like this. If we don't see that, but instead we see a very fat, big red candle, well, I can tell you right now. Well, next week I will tell you, well, the bear market officially started, and we can expect another crash, maybe 60%, 65%, and potentially around 50K target. So let me show you something in the case, just in case, right? Because this is not technical analysis, right? This is speculation. Okay, let me explain. If we see this crash here, for example, Bitcoin is crashing all the way down here, yeah. Usually Bitcoin, what it's doing is in sideways here for maybe another 2-3 months. Of course, Bitcoin pumping here, or people will be excited, and after that, a major crash all the way down to maybe $40,000-$50,000. Examples, very simple here. The MA100 is very sad, but it's not our friend. In weekly chart, actually, the back testing is not very good. MA100 is not working very good in this time frame for Bitcoin. For example, here in 2021, Bitcoin actually tested the MA55 here. It was maybe 1 month trying to hold the MA55, and after I finally broke the MA55 to 100 MA100, and another bounce here, another 2 months, and after that a major crash of around 60%, 67%. So this is the potential scenario. So that's why we don't want to see the MA100 tested. We want to see Bitcoin holding here the MA100 for MA55 for quite a while. Even better, if we see these bounces like just only 1 time, 2 times, that means the market is strong. So, but we have to wait. Okay, we have to wait. The day just started here, so I am looking for in the short term a bounce, and I'm looking for Bitcoin to defend this area, this area around here, this area here. Now, don't short, please don't short. The short was here, and the last chance, very risky, was here. Okay, but shorting here, no, please don't do that. Okay, no, don't do that. Don't chase the market. Okay, wait for the signals. Right now, the signals. Actually, my system of trading has been actually. I'm very proud about my system, honestly. Yeah, 7 years building this system, and I'm very happy with the results. As you can see here, let me show you here. Since July, No fake signals. No fake signals. I am very, very happy. Here, a buy signal here, a bounce, right? Here we have a sell signal here, ADX negative here, a crash here, right? And we have another buy signal here. Here we have another buy signal here, a bounce. And now another sell signal here. Yeah, ADX negative, right? The slope is negative here. And another buy signal here. Another buy signal here. So far so good. Actually, I am very proud about this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Actually, I love it, right? And even here, the crash. We have the sell signal here. We have a buy signal here. Another buy signal. Even without volume, another sell signal here. And as you can see here, no fake outs. No fake outs. Very good. Okay, now let's continue. What is next? So let me show you here in the monthly. The monthly is looking like, I have very bad news for you. It's looking like reversal. Okay, so this week is gonna be the most important week for Bitcoin to keep the uptrend. We have to see a major bounce in weekly chart. I want to see a week, right? Closing above 105, 106, even better, 110 potentially. Yeah, it will be awesome. The odds are very low. So I will be very happy, at least for Bitcoin to close maybe around 106, potentially maybe, yeah, because that means Bitcoin will be in sideways here between 106 and 100 for a while. But if this month we see two things, Bitcoin closing 100k in weekly chart and plus Bitcoin closing below 100k, yeah, officially the bear market will be here, because the only thing is actually keeping Bitcoin strong is the ADX. And as you can see here, the slope is getting negative. So with this close in November, we could see actually, on this dump, we could see actually the ADX negative, and after that, game over. Game over, because historically speaking, every time when we see this ADX negative, the target is the ME55. The exponential moving average ME55 has been our friend for many years, more than 12 years of the history of Bitcoin. So every time when you see the ME55 tested here, right, it has been the area to buy Bitcoin every 4 or 5 years. Okay, so then the area right now for exponential moving average ME55 is 60k to 45k. Okay, so weekly chart is the last hope, because if we see this signal, also Bitcoin is printing a sell signal in bi-monthly. When I say bi-monthly, the next 2 years, 2026 and 2027, is going to be terrible for Bitcoin, because now we have the unofficial bearish divergence in bi-monthly, but the only thing is missing is the ADX. So if we see the ADX in the monthly with that close, we will see this the slope getting negative here, official sell signal here, and also sell signal here, and after that a major crash from here is around 70%, from here around 70%. So if we see this crash, 70% around 30k. Okay, so that's why if you are bullish, like I am right now, at least the rest of the year, November, December, as long as Bitcoin is holding 100k, I am bullish, looking for a potential buy signal in weekly chart. But of course, I have to see both sides of the market. That's why I protected my entry. For example, here, what I did in short term, well, I am in profit right now. I always protect my entry, because I know it could be, Bitcoin actually could crash to maybe 95, 90k, potentially yes. But I know for now this is support. 100k, 99, 98 is support. So I am not looking for shorts. I am looking for longs. I am looking for a bounce. Okay, I'm looking for a bounce. One more thing, in one day chart, there is no bullish divergence forming in volume. This movement is real, but momentum is forming a bullish divergence. Usually when you see momentum forming a bullish divergence, at least you can expect sideways and a small bounce, but it's not going to be very strong. Why? Because we don't have volume to support the move. I was hoping for a bullish divergence in one day chart, but it's not there. So I have to be realistic with you. At least potentially this week we can expect the most important thing right now for Bitcoin is holding 100K. Yeah. We have to see Bitcoin 100K holding this week, and not just holding. We have to see Bitcoin bouncing, trying to test at least 106 and closing around there. If we don't see that, get ready, because the market is going to be nasty, okay, in the following months and of course next year. Now let's continue with something else. I'm going to show you the USDT dominance. USDT dominance, remember what I said to you. I said to you a couple of weeks before, the market is screaming for a breakdown. I mean, why? Because USDT dominance is extremely bullish. I am super bullish here. Look at this beautiful volume, right? Something that's why I love volume, because volume is telling you what is about to happen based on probabilities. For example, here the market was in sideways here, but volume was actually what? This is a breakout, right? The volume was breaking out here, and now finally the move is starting with low volatility. Now, technically speaking, this chart is testing resistance, right? But get ready, because if we see a real breakout, Bitcoin will break 100K and will crash very bad, very, very bad, and you will see a spike. And the next spike is around 88%. Now, officially, we have a monthly buy signal right now here, as you can see here, with low volatility. Look at the volume, it's super scary. Even the volume is higher than 2023. Market makers, institutions, they are selling Bitcoin right now. They are not buying Bitcoin. Yeah, they are actually selling, as you can see here, right? This trend line, right? This trend line here finally broke around here in October, and I said that in this channel, careful here, because there is a very high probability Bitcoin actually could crash to 100K, right? So we have officially a buy signal here, and of course this is accumulation. We have low volatility with MA55 acting as a support, with actually volume profile here acting as a support. This is like this, okay? So 2026, potentially this month and next month is the last hope for Bitcoin. You don't want to see Bitcoin closing below 100K, because if you see Bitcoin closing below there, major crash, where in the long term, of course, 1 year, 50K, 30K will be the targets. What is going to happen with all the altcoins? They will just crash. They are actually crashing right now, but this is just the beginning, right? For example, Ethereum, what I said to you, careful here with Ethereum, right? This is a what? This is a fake out. And as you can see here, I was right. I was right, looking for this ADX negative, forming a sell signal in the monthly. Ethereum will crash all the way down to $2,000. Yeah. In weekly chart, let me show you here. Weekly chart, very good. I said to you, careful here. It's about to crash here. $3,000 actually hit my target. $3,000. So my system is not perfect, right? Of course, I make a lot of mistakes, right? There is no perfect system. But if you want to learn my system of trading, you can enter to my website, and you can actually subscribe to my channel. You can, if you want to support me, you can actually join to Patreon, or you can use Bluffing Exchange as a referral, using my referral link. And actually, you will, when you are trading with Bluffing, you can actually help me to keep running this channel. Okay. So remember, here in this channel, we are technical traders. I don't follow news. I don't care about the news, right? I don't care. I don't follow projects. I don't follow fundamentals. I follow just charts, technical analysis, and probabilities. And so far, actually, it's very good, right? I have peace. I don't care what happened, the news of something. I don't care. I just follow my system of trading with good risk management. And you can ask to all the members on my Discord. I think it's paying off. Now, let me show you here Solana. Solana, what I said to you, careful with Solana, because Solana is about to crash, right? Why? Because same thing. We have the signal, sell signal here, ADX negative, no volume here, target this area around 150. Now, if Bitcoin crash, you can expect Solana will hit 100, and potentially from there a massive breakdown. If Solana breaks 100, you will see a massive crash all the way down to 40, $30, and I will be more than happy to buy Solana around that price. Now, Cardano, careful with Cardano. Cardano, it will keep crashing, looking for another test to 0.27, 30 cents around here. This is not bad. This is not good, actually. Cardano will keep crashing. Yep. Any close below the MI55 here, at least weekly chart. Yeah, it is weak. Below 0.50, it's going to be the trigger to see Cardano closing, crashing to 0.20, 0.30. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, I have some issues with the domain. My website is gonna be online today again. I'm sorry, I have some issues with the domain, so I will fix the problems today. Okay, so let's continue with more. For example, Tron, same thing. ADX negative. All the crypto market is getting ready for a major correction, and it's fine because actually we need it. 2 years since 2022, 3 years without any significant correction. Yeah, Bitcoin has been so generous. All the altcoins, this market has been so good. If you actually think there is no bull market, is because you came here too late. The bull market started officially. The first opportunity potentially was here in 2022, and here was the second one, and another one. You have maybe around 3 opportunities to enter, but the thing is, like, we have to. You have a system of trading. You have to follow the system of trading, not your feelings, not the news, and not the sentiment, or not Donald Trump, whatever. We have a system of trading, and we have to follow it. So, right now here, let me show you XRP. XRP, as I said before, my arrow is to the downside. As you can see, ADX negative here. No volume here to support this price around $2. Breaking $2, get ready because a major crash could happen around $1. Let's talk about BNB. BNB, ADX negative, slope ADX negative, yes, and also sell signaling weekly chart. Looking for around 700, 750, and also hype. Hype is, well, I am checking this altcoin because people are asking me a lot of this coin. I have no idea what is this, but the point is in range here. Breaking 35, you will see another leg down to around 20. Uni is dropping again, and DOT is dropping, and I think all the altcoins, as you can see here, they are dropping so bad. So that's why careful here with your altcoins, right? As I said before, next year is the bear market, at least for me, in my opinion. We need, at least what I'm doing. I'm telling you what I'm doing. I am getting ready as investor, not trader, as investor, to start looking for major positions in the long term, okay, for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, okay. Now, the last thing I want to show you is the Bitcoin dominance. We are not in alt season. Yeah, please. I know you want alt season because alt season is very nice, right? We can make a lot of profits, but we are not in alt season. We are in Bitcoin season since 2023. So as you can see here, the 20-year friend until the end, I said, hey, this is just a pullback, and after that you will see a bounce. Remember? I said that. Okay, now it's happening, right? Volume is very healthy, right? So this thing will keep pumping another maybe 64, 65, and my target, my actually target, this target is not new. I said this long time ago in 2022. In 2022, you can go back to that time, and you can see actually, I said, hey, with this buy signal, I am looking for around this area, around 60%, but honestly, I am looking for 70%. This is my target, and from here, I'm gonna start looking for in this area for an alt season, okay? Accumulation here, and here alt season. Something like this I am looking for. Yeah, Bitcoin maybe this year, testing around this area, staying sideways here, right? And after that, an alt season around here, 2027, 2028, kind of, okay? So, but no alt season. Actually, it's Bitcoin season. And as you can see here, Bitcoin is still bullish. Bitcoin dominance is bullish. Yep. Okay, now let's continue with the stock market. The stock market, I want to know what is going on in the stock market and other currencies. And after that, the comments, if you have any questions, just let me know. please let me know what do you think. First of all, okay, let's talk about Adobe. Adobe is still, the volatility is very low, right? I am not worried about this. The ADX is negative here, bullish divergence here, bullish divergence potentially in OBB forming, and the monthly is actually looking for a buy. I am looking for a buy signal very soon, potentially next month or in December. I am looking for a buy signal. And yeah, definitely I'm looking for a bounce, still looking for 420. Of course I will cancel my position if I see maybe January and Adobe is not moving, but I am bullish here. Another reason why I'm bullish here is because the MA55 is testing here, as you can see here, right? MA55, this area is to buy. My only one concern is the volume is not good. Okay, that is my only one concern. Okay, now let's continue with more. Let's continue with Alibaba pullback, better divergence, looking for 140. Let's see Google. I don't know, man. This is bullish. This is very bullish. I don't see anything here. Strategy breaking down the MA55 100, MA100, looking for a major crash, 160, 150, around there. Netflix, let's talk about Netflix. ADX negative, monthly sell signal, looking for 1,000, something like that. Let me see here. Yep. This pullback, my friends, now the market is in red, but it's a pullback, okay? It's pullback. So, as you can see here, as long as the trend is your friend, it's very simple. It's very, I'm sorry for my bad words, but fuck it, the news, okay? I don't care the news, okay? The trend is your friend, and this is like this, right? So every time when you see the asset testing the MA55, is the time to start thinking to buy, okay? As long as the trend is respected, you follow the trend. That's all. No shorts. Here, no shorts, okay? Okay, here, pullback, and potential pullback again. Yeah. How we will know if actually the market reverse? You have to do something like this: a major crash, breaking the MA55, MA100, very strong, powerful candle, and of course, because you use risk management, right? Your loss is gonna be very small, and you will wait for the next entry. Yeah, but that's all, right? That's all. It's the only thing we have to do. Just follow the trend. Follow the trend. Let's talk about Nvidia. Nvidia, nothing happened here. Nothing happened here. I know the news. Oh my God, Nvidia, the bubble is here. Yeah, I agree. There is a bubble in Nvidia, but the question is it gonna explode right now? I don't think so. Nvidia is looking still strong. Even if we see a crash, it's gonna be a buy. If you see a crash to 150, oh my God, we are lucky. Yeah, no. Let's talk about Netflix. Netflix, I did it. Nvidia, Oracle, a pullback, same thing. It's just a pullback. 200, 290 is a buy opportunity there. Pepsi. Let's see, Pepsi. ADX negative here, buy signal in the monthly. Volume is actually is very good. I'm looking for a bounce in the long term. Let's talk about the Nasdaq, SP500. We have a better divergence here in the monthly, and we have the ADX. This is actually quite dangerous, you know. This is dangerous in momentum, but we have something very interesting here. We have a better divergence also in curve. Sorry, in OBB. It could be possible this could trigger actually a major correction. But even with that major correction, it's gonna be a buy opportunity. If the stock market crash, because the news will say it's crashing, actually for me it's gonna be opportunity. If the market crash 10%, it's gonna be 6,000, 5,700. For me, it's gonna be a buy opportunity. Why? Because this is the Shiba Inu of the stock market. You see, this is the Shiba Inu. Let me show you. Yeah, America has been printing after World War II. Is just printing money, and many countries they are following the same thing. So as long as they keep printing money, of course the Bitcoin will keep pumping. When you see Bitcoin pumping, gold pumping, it's not because they are getting stronger. No, it's because the dollar is getting weaker. Yeah. formally speaking, we are just working for paper money, right? Because actually it's just paper, right? So that's why every time when you see Bitcoin at 100K, 200K, I think Bitcoin will hit $1 million. Yes, definitely it's gonna hit. I don't know when, but it's gonna hit 1 million, because as long as all the countries like America, like Japan, like many other countries, they keep printing paper money. So the value is going to be even less. That's why saving paper money is not enough. You have to buy lands, you have to buy gold, you have to buy Bitcoin, you have to diversify all your assets, because saving is not enough. Yeah. As example, in the pandemic in Japan, the yen was 110, 120, and now it's almost 160. Many people in Japan, they don't invest, they save money. Okay. So many people who actually work for more than 20 years, they have maybe, I don't know, 50 million yen in savings. Many old people, they have a lot of savings in this country. But without doing anything, they lost 50% of that value. Yeah. Without doing anything. Just imagine you are working 20 years and suddenly 10 years of your life, boom, working is gone, because your money lose the value 50%. Yeah. So that's why open your business, real estate, gold, whatever is working in the context of your country. You need to understand, like, saving money is not enough. Okay. We need to learn about investing. Invest, not trading, investing. Trading is for people who actually want to go, at least in my opinion, for they want to reach another level. You have to control your emotions. You have to build skills. It's difficult, like another career, but it's possible. And when you learn about trading and you are actually good at, and you combine this your skills about trading with investing, oh my god, man, you will do it very well. Okay. But it takes years. In my case, almost 11, now 12 years. 12 years doing this. Okay. Okay, now let me show you here. This is Shiba Inu, you see. So what is the bear market? There is no bear market here. Okay. There are major crashes, but historically speaking, all of them they have been opportunities. So if you see another crash here, it's a buy opportunity. It's very simple. Mm-hmm. Very simple. One day this thing is gonna reverse. I don't know when. I don't know when. Now let's continue with Tesla. Tesla new all-time high, ADX positive here. Let me see weekly chart. Weekly chart. No, this is looking good. It's still good. Even if you see a pullback, 350 is gonna be a buy opportunity. Let's talk about now silver and gold. Okay, silver. A pullback, ADX negative here, looking for a pullback. Yes, but the trend is your friend, and this thing is gonna be a buy opportunity. Yep. Let's talk about gold. Gold. I am bullish here. I am very bullish here. Yeah, in one day chart, right? In one day chart here, this in the 55 here, looking for a bounce, right? It's gonna print a buy signal here. But in weekly chart, even if we see a major crash to 3,200, it's gonna be a big buy opportunity. Okay, so that's why be careful here. When you see metals like this, gold and silver pumping like this, is because, well, companies, market makers, institutions, countries, they are using gold because they are expecting something terrible is about to happen in the markets. Okay, and I agree with that. We have now AI, right? The bubble of AI. Yeah, I actually I agree. I think AI is a bubble. Yeah, I am a software engineer. Maybe some of you are, and I can tell you, you have no idea how many pull requests I had to reject because junior developers like to send AI crap, right? So it's just a bubble. It's a hype. It's useful, yes, at least for me. If you already know the topic, right? Building software, for example, you already know, you have experience. Yes, it's going to help you. But you have no idea what you're doing. Well, that is the problem. Okay, let me show you here in the 6 months. This is something very concerning. I don't know. If you know another chart, a trading view, or another, I want to confirm this. Because according to the trading view, this volume is the highest volume since 2008. 12. You see, and it's terrible. You that this is telling you like someone countries I don't know. Uh, they are accumulating a lot of gold. China, I have no idea. But the thing is that we have to protect ourselves from this. Okay, so how? We cannot keep saving. At least in my opinion, not financial advice, but at least not saving. You have to invest. Yeah, learn about sustainable budgeting systems. Learn about investing. Yeah, and try to see what actually is working in your country. Okay, now let's continue. Let's continue with Amazon. Amazon. Let me see one weekly chart. Weekly chart. We have a better divergence here with ADX positive here in validation. No, this is gonna keep pumping. This is gonna keep pumping. Here, ADX negative. Well, let's wait for a pullback in in Amazon here. Yeah, new all-time high here. We have volume. Better divergence. Okay, this is looking more like a bull trap, you know. But even with that, just wait for the pullback and just it's a buy opportunity. Okay, guys. Let me see. Okay, I think I'm gonna check the currencies. One of the currencies I'm looking for right now is the yen, and still it's looking so good. Well, terrible for the country, terrible for the country, but yeah, it's looking. I am looking for a breakout. I'm hoping to be wrong. Seriously, I'm hoping to be wrong. I don't want to see a breakout because we see the breakout, you will see one of the major crashes in Asia. I think 240 is my target. If we see this breakout, I don't want to see it. I'm hoping to be wrong. Seriously. Now let's continue with more. Let me see. I think that's all. That's all. Let me see. Bitcoin is doing very well. I am in profit right now. Let me see my position. Nice. Let me see. Nice. Good. I'm gonna share my position on my Discord. Just for reference. One moment. I'm gonna share the screen. Then my position in my Discord. Okay, share Discord. Okay, I share my position. You can see it. This is real time. Real time. Okay, thank you guys. Let's see the comments. Okay, first of all, thank you guys. Thank you for your support. Thank you so much. Let's see. Yeah, Colgate, right? Colgate. Yeah, Bebo, you asked me about Colgate. Actually, I am bullish in Colgate. Let me see. This one. I am bullish here. I am bullish in this one. I am very bullish here. Colgate. Testing the strongest support since 2015, 10 years. Yeah, I am bullish here. Of course, it's too soon. We have to wait, formally speaking, for the buy signal. But with this support, yeah, definitely I am very bullish here. Looking for a major bounce? Yes. Definitely yes. We have a bullish divergence? Kind of. But the only thing is missing is ADX. But yeah, looking for a bounce, looking for maybe 87, 90. Potentially, yes. I am very bullish here. Also, UPS, I am bullish as well. I am very bullish here. Bullish divergence here, looking for 120. And not just only that, UPS is a long-term buy opportunity for me, at least for me, in this area, because we have ADX negative and monthly buy signal here, a strong support around 83, 84. Very, very good, actually. I want to show you Chipotle. Yeah, I know. This one is crashing. Oh my God, the news, right? Oh my God, Chipotle is so bad. Oh, it's crashing. Oh my God. Oh, the market. No. Sorry, no. This is like this. Okay? Buy opportunity here. No financial advice, but I'm following my system of trading. Historically speaking, every time when Chipotle is testing the MI55, is to the upside. Yeah, to the upside. Here is to the upside. The trend is your friend until the end. I don't care the news. But I don't care, Denise. Okay, I don't care. This is like this. Okay. If I enter here, is here, of course, risk management. Yep, risk management. But if you want to enter, it's here, right? Okay, now let's continue with I think that's all. That's all. Let me see the comments again. Yeah, my website. I will fix my website today. Don't worry about it. Thank you. Amazon. Yeah, AI is just the hype. Yeah, yeah. It's gonna replace humans. It's gonna replace everything. Right? Yeah, sure. Yeah. One guy was saying, "Oh, because this guy of CEO of Nvidia is saying like it's gonna replace humans." Yeah, of course, it's his job. He needs to sell GPUs, right? If he said, "Oh, Nvidia is not good," what? He has this business, so whatever he's saying, I just believe it like maybe just 20% because I know he's just selling the idea because he's selling. It's a business, right? I was reading some articles from Harvard. I said like 95% of all the AI startups are failing. Engineers who actually are using AI, they see a reduction of productivity around 30%, and also GitHub, um, GitHub Copilot. All the people who are using GitHub Copilot, the quality of the code since 2022, the quality decreased 40%. You see how the data is telling you AI is just a tool, right? But it's not gonna replace us. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Actually, it's gonna be opposite, because imagine all the mess, all that hippies, especially from JavaScript world. Sorry, all the things, right? Because in JavaScript world there is a new framework every weekend. All the mess they are doing, because of them, we will have actually we need more engineers. More engineers who actually can build software, because all the mess they are gonna do, right? They are doing right now. Thank you. That is just my opinion, but okay. Let me continue. I'm gonna continue with more. Let me see the comments. Amazon. China is buying gold. Yeah, sure, definitely. This is not about politics, but imagine when you put a cat in the corner, and this cat doesn't have any, is not having any choice, it's gonna attack you. It's the same thing. Donald Trump is like, I don't know, America, what did, the tariffs, right? Tariffs, yeah, tariffs for everything, right? The only thing it did is just push China to be more independent. Terrible, right? And actually, it might not, fix me if I am wrong, but who has the dependency is America, not China. 80-90%, right, of the products, all the things are coming from China. So who has the problem is America, because the countries who are depending from China, they have the problem, not China. So in my humble opinion, I think America lost this competition or war, whatever you want to call it, since long time ago. Long time ago. The Chinese people are actually doing a lot of things like I never imagined, especially when I went to Hong Kong this year, and there are even Hong Kong, right? It's very close to China. I saw things like, wow, it was very interesting. Okay, so let's continue. Colgate. How high Solana can go with Bitcoin pump? If Bitcoin actually can manage and hold 100k for 1 week or two, I'm thinking we can expect a buy signal. I think Solana we could hit again 200, no more than that. I have to be honest. Even if I am bullish, because weekly chart is about to fire a buy signal potentially. This signal could be a fake out, because monthly, in the moment when you see the ADX negative in monthly, game over. This one. When you see this ADX negative in monthly, game over. Okay? Bye. Sayonara. Bye. Yeah? Because we are reading from monthly to 1 day, right? The higher the time frame, the most powerful is the signal. Okay? So If you have a sell signal in a monthly, if you buy in weekly chart, you have to be careful. If you have a sell signal in weekly chart, but you have a buy signal in 1 day chart, you have to be careful, because weekly chart, actually, you are fighting against the macro signals, okay? Macro signals. So that's why even if we have a weekly buy signal, potentially it could be very weak, fake out, or very weak, like using sideways here, another crash. That's why it's very important for Bitcoin to pump this week. Not this week, must pump around at least maybe to $106,000, $107,000 if we want to keep the trend healthy. Okay, now let's continue with more comments. I do computational physics and all the jobs. Yeah, it's the hype, my friend. It's the hype. Companies tend to just try to find short-term profits, right? Short-term, but the technical depth is gonna be impressive. Yeah. So I think it's just when finally they realize AI is just a tool, is when finally they realize, oh yeah, we need people, right? But I use AI. Yes, companies are pushing for that. But I mean, what can I say? Like, it's just the hype, as I said before. Yeah, it's useful. You know what you are doing. But like, wow, my God, it's gonna replace it. Nah, I don't think so. Especially just the bar for junior developers, in this case, in engineering, is gonna be a little bit higher, because junior developers right now, people who are in their 20s right now, they are not learning the foundation of software development. They are using AI. So senior engineers, who are in this, they have plenty of experience. One day they will retire, and we will not have someone to replace the senior engineers, because we are gonna have just, you see it, right? Like, just teenagers, just they are with TikTok and Instagram all the time. Sorry for saying that, but very weak generation this week. This generation is very weak, at least in my opinion. Okay, guys, I think that's all for today. Recap for Bitcoin, I'm very happy to say my target hit 100k. Nice. Now, short, no thank you. No. If you want to open long positions right now here, technically speaking, you are correct, but I would suggest wait for the entry. ADX negative here, buy signal here, and wait for that, and looking for potential continuation where SME 55 here. Now, in my case, what I did is I opened a long position here at $99,300. Why? Because I was looking for this level to be tested, right? Of course, with risk management. So that's why right now what I did is I protected my entry. Yeah. Now, if we want to see the trend, healthy trend for Bitcoin, we have to see this week a bounce all the way up to 106, 107, and the most important thing is Bitcoin cannot close below 100k, the candle. If we see Bitcoin closing below 100k, game over, and you welcome to the next bear market. Okay. Kodoku, I agree with you. That's why, actually, seriously thinking in a different way. The technical depth is gonna be so huge in the future. Like, companies will say, "Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we need to hire more people." Is AI? Yeah, it's good as a tool. Maybe one day it could replace us. Yeah, maybe, but at least not now, not in the following years. It's just more like the hype. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. Have a good day.